I am going to be on YouTube looking that up because I can. So yeah, I love science. I love biology and stuff too. I spend a lot of time studying the mind and how that works, like mental health type stuff, about telepathy and psychokinesis and that type of stuff, and whether or not we can actually do it, whether or not we should do it, like things that are in that type of range. Like, what are the moral implications of being able to harness your power of your mind over other people? Kind of can be a very scary thought. That's part one. Interesting. And it is... Oh, I didn't make it that far. I thought I had more stuff. That's why I was like, I gotta get rid of this stuff. I need space. I don't actually need space. Stone. Your sand. I'm sitting here thinking, we made a ton more. Uh-oh. We only have 2 spaces left. We might want to invest, possibly, in some more brick making before we go back up. Maybe. The same JCPenney. We don't even have JCPenney anymore. I really liked there. I'm saddened by that. They didn't like us. Well, I don't know if they didn't like us or not, or if we just didn't buy enough stuff from them. Probably we didn't buy enough stuff. As a country, we're not particularly great consumers. Ingredients. We have a lot of strawberries. I don't know if we need to keep picking strawberries. Especially since I don't know of anything that actually needs it. I have heard of the Nerdist. Indeed, I have. Raw ore 2. I know I have that. But I have that. But did I? Oh, I did. There it is. And I have that. Gems? No. Goes up here. I think these are in order of how far away they are from you. Pretty sure. Gears. That is collector, collector. Wood 2, wood 1, wood. Missed that. That's gems. That's in here, that's in here. That's in here, that's in here. That's in here. No, it's not. In theory. Not in my reality. Actually, I can sell those. I want to keep the bunnies, though, because they're cute. That's poop box. That's something else. All right. Raw ore. You go in there. Wood 1. That's you 2. Wood 2. That's you 2. Processed ore. That is you. Uh-oh. We're getting a lot of extra copper. We have to make copper stuff just so that we can get rid of the copper stuff. I'm going to put these on this page. Although, I do know that goes in there. And so does that. We'll put you there. And the bunny. The bunny goes there. Okay. Physics, yeah, it does require a lot of math. But it isn't necessarily as much as you think. Once you hit a certain level, then you start falling back out of a lot of the stuff. You don't have to do it anymore. The computers do it for you. I cannot... There it is. Gems and... It's just going to be faster to run over to this box than actually find it. There. Click. Done. Okay, everything except for all the stuff that I'm supposed to do. Civil core. Really? That fast? Didn't we just put this order in yesterday? Like, wow. That's impressive fast. I think I will get another order. Because that was scary fast. All right, so let's go and... It's kind of nice. I did all that stuff and it's still only really early in the morning. Let's go get our roses for the day. Check out our prices. Hi, Alice. Wow, prices have dropped dramatically. It all depends. I preferred the math type courses than I did pretty much anything. Because there were right and there were wrong answers. And that I liked. You didn't always have that. Arlo, what would you like, my dear? Leather belts. It's 110, 111. Okay, I'll do this because I know where he is. He is trapped at my house. Yes, you have to know the math to start with, which is why it's hard to begin with, but then you don't really use a lot of it later on because you're going to come up with programs to be able to do the math for you. And you are also need to be able to do enough programming to be able to figure out what are you asking it to look for? What are you asking it to do? It's not really number crunching per se. It's 2, correct? I see him being... he must still be in the house. Yeah. But yeah, to start out with, physics is a lot of math, but that is true with everything. Even with geography and all that type of stuff. Oops, there we go. You need to have a lot of it. Yeah. Done. Let's go. Hicks. I know Hicks as in H-I-C-K-S, but I can't really say H-I-X. Is that a streamer or a scientist? Because I know Hicks as in the Bose-Hicks principle. But I don't know if that's the one you're talking about. Oh, we can take the DD stop. Why are we running? We're going here. Yeah, I didn't think it was with an X. Oop. There we go. Yes, that is somebody I am. I would not say off the top of my head. because lately I have been looking at other stuff. Oh, let's not do that again. That is the wrong way. We did that last time. This way. And items, we said worn fur. And we should get 200. Post, yes. Post, yes. Post, yes. Done. There we go. But yes, a lot of them haven't taken quite a bit of physics as required and stuff. There's a lot of math. But once you get past a certain point, like if you can get past a certain point, that's probably a better way to put it. If you can get past that point, then it does become a little easier. But it's still not easy. I mean, there's a reason why there aren't that many physicists in the world. My love was more for chemistry. As I said, I am a big fan of water treatment and that type of stuff. So microbiology and like looking at viruses and those types of things. That was it's kind of what it is. And yes, that is how a lot of stuff is actually discovered is, 1 + 1 = 1,500. Well, obviously I'm missing something in there. And trying to figure out what it is that you're missing. But that's still only one aspect of physics. There's a lot more to it. We were watching, Tackback and I were watching something on, or maybe it was just me. I don't know. No, I think it was him as well. Gillette, the razor maker, they have I think it's 50 PhDs on their staff. PhDs doing scientific work on the thing that shaves men's faces and women's legs. You want a good clean shave in your armpit? Yeah, you need to be a PhD to work for Gillette to do that. And I am not doing a very good job of looking for strawberries because I am not as concerned about it right now. But yeah, they have PhDs doing that. And I'm like, that is where you're, that's what you can do with your physics degree. And that to me is amazing. Biochemistry is amazing. I remember being taught about why you can't refreeze meat. So I was like, oh, okay. And then we actually did stuff in class to show what grows on your meat and stuff and about things that happen if you try to refreeze and why you get food poisoning. I had an amazing teacher, though. He was incredibly inspiring. He loved biochemistry. He loved everything about what he was teaching, and it was contagious. My wastewater treatment teacher was amazing. Our final was a pass-fail. And a little bit scary of a pass-fail. We were given actual water from the treatment facility that was untreated. So technically we were given sewage. And our entire thing was in our lab. We had to go through and treat the water, take it through all the steps, do everything that needed to be done. And all that happened was when it was done, we put it in a cup and she either drank it or she didn't. So she was walking around the room, checking our techniques, looking at what we were doing, all of that. And she either drank our water and we passed, or she didn't drink our water and we failed. And that's an entire year of that course. just gone because you may have had a bad day or you might have skipped something. And yeah, pass fail. It made me happy because when she came to my table, she just grabbed my glass and kept on walking and drank it and was done. Like, she didn't even stop for a moment or ask any questions. Nothing. I was like, oh. Some she stopped and asked them questions and, you know, took a little more interest in what they were doing and that type of stuff. Nope. She knew full well I was equally obsessed with it as she was in teaching it. So yeah, she never questioned it at all. She was just like, yeah, yours is good. Move on. I was like, wow. I enjoyed that. No, I understood what you were saying. I did college first in Canada. There are 2 different levels of stuff. And then I went to university, and then I went back to college again. So I am incredibly disgustingly educated, and I do this for a living. But it has more to do with the field of study I studied and the problem with... I chose a field in which there is pretty bad sexism. Of my graduating class, of which I would say 60% of us were female, like there were more than half were female. The only one to actually get a job in our field was the one who was actually bilingual, and she got a job as a tour operator at the water treatment facility. I actually went on her tour. It was interesting. But yeah, she could do the tour in English and French. Yet she was actually as qualified, if not more qualified, than all the men at that plant to run the plant. And I actually taking the tour was as qualified, if not more qualified, than the people there to run the plant. And it's just like, yeah, not much you can do. It's part of life. And it was just kind of how it is. Oh, I've been here before. Hello, wall. Let us go that way. Whatever you are. Steel cable and... Okay, we're going to go towards the tempering liquid. So yeah. I don't know if it's so much of a grammatical correction or as a structural correction. You were just missing words out of the sentence. Because university is a noun. I don't think you can university something. Or someone. And you? No. I want to go this way. Alright, we'll just continue going this way then. I don't know if I'm just too low and maybe I've already done above here, but I don't feel like I have. Okay, let's check again. Yay, finally stuff in front of us. We're quickly running out of stuff to hunt down. So nothing that way. There is stuff in front of us, though. We have another diving helmet. No, to uni is not a verb. University is a full-on noun. So I guess in German it would be capitalized. Oh, this is where we were before. Yay! We're back where we were. Okay. Let's take a look. You can go to university, but you can't university somebody. Unless it's slang and somebody is replacing the word, to, sell something or hit something or whatever with the word university. But I've never heard of that. And I think I would have heard of something like that. My nephew is 16, and my niece is 5. So if there were going to be weird sayings and stuff, probably would have heard them come out of their mouths. I hear a lot of strange stuff come from them, especially my niece, because she doesn't know better. Although she is slowly learning that rolling your eyeballs at your auntie is not an appropriate thing to do and is punishable. Oh, hello. Not enough stamina. I don't think all of those are destroyable, so let's head back to where we need to go. Wow, hello. A lot of stuff, but it's kind of junk-like stuff, which is okay. Uh-oh. Please don't take me through all this stuff. Time check. Okay, we'll do 2 of those. Oh, the typewriter. Got it. And the parts box. Got it. Okay, there was nothing else that way. Ancient computer. We want that. We're running out of time. I can't have weird, creepy buildings in my way. Oh, we're getting too close again to the center thing, which is why we're getting creepy building pieces. Got it. What is also here? Diving helmet piece 3. Oh. I don't have time. The French horn piece I need, but I literally will not have time to get to it. No, there's no time. And I'm down. I'm not sure. Yes, the corrected one is correct. You need the to go in there because there was no verb. And Pinky's using her bed. Aw. It seems like there's only 4 new relics. I'll have to check the box again. It's a nice, pretty day out. Okay, so you. I should be able to make them now. Oh, I don't have enough room for the stone. Ew. Yeah, this is now completely full. We're gonna have to put some stone somewhere else. I'm not sure what to do with it, honestly. Raw ore. Discs. You should be here. I was a little worried about the drops of the discs, if it would be the same kind of levels, but it looks like it's good. Gears. And... I'm going to put these two up here because they don't really matter. And let's take a quick look here. Okay, so you're diving piece 1 of 3. I do believe you and you... Nope. Yeah, you're piece 1. There's 2. 1, 2, and 3. This is the typewriter. What are you again? You're the welding helmet. So you're 2 pieces. The French horn is 2 pieces. The diving mask is 3 pieces. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new ones. Husband, I kind of want into that chest if it's okay with you. So we have that. We have that. Nope. We have that. Then we have that. We have this with this and this. We ran out of space for the 3s. So I'm kind of stuck there. Husband. He is annoying. Oh, that's piece 1. And that's piece 2. I would think they'd be the other way around, but eh. So that's kind of cool. That's what we have. So yeah, the helmets are a little forgettable. Mail. What do we have for today? We have Brr. They only gave us 1 this time. Maybe we just didn't take the mail last time. I don't know. This has got to be getting full, though. Yikes. And over here should be getting full, too. We need to make... Hi, Scraps, but I'm busy, Scraps. I'm sorry. We need to be getting... more bricks made. Okay. I need you to make me bricks. If I make 8,000, that'll make 300 plus 300 plus 300, and I'll have 100 left over. And so we're going to do another 8,000. Confirm. Add 300. 300 and 300. That leaves us with 200 left over. Another 8,000. Confirm. Add 300. 300. 300. And we can add that last 300 leftovers. I still don't think it made any dent in our bricks. Let's do another 8,000. 300. 300. 300. 16,000. So 300, that's 1. 300, that's 2. 300, that's 3. 300, that's 1. 300, that's 2. 300, that's 3. And then the bonus one. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. I sell them. I sell them like mad because you saw how much stone I have. I don't have room for stone. Like, my inventory was full. And then I had stuff on me. So let's see if we made enough of a dent. Yay! So what I am going to do is, since I want them all on the first page, I'm going to put them back now. And the thing is, as soon as we go mine again, that number is just going to skyrocket. Wood 2. I should have wood 2 stuff. Not you two, but you. See, there's bricks. And more bricks. And yeah. As stone, they're not worth very much. But as bricks, that is actually quite a valuable thing. People are like, make pedestals. Pedestals aren't worth this much. You are also in the wrong spot, which means you have rolled over. Yay! Everybody else here is good. Everybody else there is good. And wood 2, or wood 1. That's you. Processed ore. That is you and you. Those numbers are not bad. And there's nothing else on this page, right? And that's silly stuff on that page. Although I know that is a sale item. So I have a lot of those. Actually, I can scroll right back up to sales. Whose phone number is calling me while I am working? I do not know who this person is. It gave me their name, but I don't know who they are. And now my Fitbit's going off telling me, you have a phone call. No, I don't have a phone call anymore because the phone stopped ringing. So, no. Whoever you are, leave a message. Right? Because I am working. I am here for you guys, not for a random person who I don't know. And I don't have a tendency to answer my phone when I'm not expecting calls. If I do not expect your call, I will not answer it. Unless, because there is a caveat to that, of course, it is my parents. I will always answer their calls under every circumstance. If they call, I will answer. I cannot think of a circumstance in which I would not answer their call, other than physically cannot. So if the phone is in my bedroom and I am in the bathroom, because I do not take the phone into the bathroom, I can't answer it because I'm not there. Yeah, I have a lot of bricks. I just need the price to go. Because remember, we've been mining a lot. So with all this mining means that I have a ton of stone that I need to unload. I mean, just now we had so much of it. It was silly. And that. And under drops goes you and you and you. My tree just went, so in here goes that. I have a lot of power stones and no real need for them anymore. How are we doing in here? I am getting a little worried because I have one here and this is literally my entire supply. Now I do have more of these, but not a lot. So I am making them here, but they're in weird numbers. Okay, so while we're down here, let's drop off the stuff for the poop box. Head back up to the ingredients box. And, ooh. Why do I answer calls from only my parents? Because my dad is 75 and my mom is 82. If they are calling, it's something important. And since they are closer to not being with me than being with me, I'm not going to turn down any opportunity to talk to them. Or if they need an errand or whatever, I will do whatever. There are times in which I go to get a cup of tea and I only want to get a cup of tea. And Mom will start talking to me about the latest book she's reading. And even though I have almost no interest in the book she's reading, I will still stay and I will talk and I will engage in conversation. I'll ask about the book because you never know. She's been dead on a few authors that I would have never thought I would have enjoyed. And I loved them. So I will sit down and do that because, 20 years from now, that opportunity is not going to be here. So I am not going to pass it up. I'm going to spend as much time. I feel badly for Tackback. I'm like, yeah, I just need to run and grab a cup of tea. And I come back like an hour later. It's just like, yeah, I've already drunk the tea. I've watched football with my mom. I've talked about computer stuff with my dad. I spend time with them as much as possible. I look at my aunt, and her mom is 3 years older than my mom. And she has, she's in hospital right now, and she's in palliative care. So she is not coming back out of hospital. And I am like, there's only 3 years difference between the two. So I want to spend as much time as I can with my parents. Yeah, you don't have them forever. And I'm lucky enough to have a really good relationship with mine. Not everybody does. And so it's kind of like I need to be even more grateful for that. So yeah, if I have an opportunity, I'll take it. Even with church. I have another church that I'd rather go to because I have friends at it. And I like to do stuff over there more than at the one I'm at. But Mom chose which church she liked best, and that is the one I go to. That is the one I get involved with. That's the one I do everything with. But she knows full well that the moment she passes away, I am bailing on that church and going to the other one. The other one, same religion, and everything. But yeah, I would rather be at the other one. The only issue I have with the other one is that it is significantly further north, so it's going to take me longer to get there. And on top of that, I'm always facing the wrong way. The weather in that area is not particularly great. So the roads they leave much to be desired. So in the winter, going becomes a little more treacherous. But I know so many people who go there that live in my area, I could probably just get a ride and not even have to drive there myself, which would be nice. It's also the same area as where I do brownies. Yep, one of my best friends lives up there, so I know I saw stuff. I forgot to mark where we were. Well, just keep going. Really? Nothing? Aha! We have a winner. Oh. Well, that might have been a little easier if I actually poked a hole in the wall. Yeah. I also, weirdly enough, I enjoy my parents. They are funny. And they are entertaining. They are well educated. They are very well rounded on things. And they still have so much more to offer me and for me to learn. And my grandfather actually died in his 70s. And so I never got an opportunity to learn everything I wanted to from him. And that was something I kind of regretted. He was a Boy Scout, and he did a lot of stuff within scouting. He knew a lot about arts and crafts. He taught me, I cross stitch. I actually sell my cross stitch work as well. That's something else I do. And he's the one who taught me how to do plastic canvas, which is the starting point for where you learn how to cross stitch. So because of him, I have another business I run. Actually, at one point, I love cross-stitching so much. I was planning on actually opening a school for kids, like an after-school program, for them to come and learn it. Because I think that sewing and that type of stuff is an artwork that is completely lost for children nowadays. They don't learn how to do it. I look at the badges that the kids get for brownies. We had to sew ours on. They're iron-on now. I'm like, are you kidding me? As a result, they're falling off all over the place. They don't stay because they're iron-on. That is terrible. So, have we been in this one? Let's try another button. Let's do that again. No? Oh, come on. You know you want to let me in here. Please, can I go inside the little room? Pretty please? If I just not open enough of it? Some of these rooms, I swear, they are... There we go. We did it. Yay! No, don't collapse in exhaustion because then I feel obligated to come there and feed you. And I can't do that because by the time my flight leaves and I arrive and all the other stuff that goes with it, I won't be on time. What do we get? A small engine. All right. And we got furniture and furniture. And I want to take a peek up here at this guy. Pretty sure he has one back. Nope. I thought there was one back there. Apparently we just get the joy of killing him. Wow, you're eating lunch at lunch? But you don't do that. Weren't there 3 couches? Huh. Interesting. Wow. So what are you going to eat during your not lunch time that you eat lunch at? I have to say, though, I do like that his parents are significantly younger than my parents. So I get to enjoy my parents, and then I get to enjoy his parents in their old age. Yeah, kind of have to use a drill. There we go. So I get a whole multi-parent thing going on. But yeah. The thing though with my aunt's mom has kind of made it more, I don't know how to say it. Like it brings it closer to home that your parents are going to be gone at some point. And like I know for me, because I have a good relationship with them, this is something I am not happy about. I know for some people, they have bad relationships with their parents and they've had bad parenting and everything. So for them, it's not the same. I, on the other hand, I don't know what that's like. I can't imagine. So, okay, good. So you have your emergency oatmeal. Good. Make sure you keep your energy levels up because you have a stream tonight, and I have told people I am streaming also. So you kind of need to be there for that. Or if you choose not to stream because you are too tired, I will do Chains of Harrow tonight. Because I've been trying to figure out how to do Chains of Harrow. And there's there's nothing there. I've been trying to figure out how to fit that into my schedule. Coming to you live from the... No. Have you already upgraded to our migrated? No, you can't. We discussed this. You can't do a Nintendo Switch on your stream. It has to be a separate stream because it doesn't fit with what you're doing. And oh man. You know what? Let's just keep moving around randomly and see if we can break some of this thing up somehow. Like, there are some purchases. I don't know if you and your hubby do this, but Tackback and I do. About buying big ticket items. I am incredibly miserly when it comes to shiny things. I do not believe in getting shiny things. I believe in getting things you need, like milk. That's a little more important than buying shiny toys. So when Tackback said he wanted to get a Switch, I, of course, pitched a fit to say, what are you going to do with it? Prove that you're actually going to use it. Prove that you're going to get your money's worth out of it. And I have to say, he has done it. Like, he said, these are the circumstances I'm going to use it in. I didn't have a lot of confidence in him doing it, I will admit. And he proved me wrong. He uses his Switch. He plays with it. He participates in all the stuff to go with it. He brings it traveling. I like to sleep to sound. And so he can actually play his game, and I could be sleeping soundly right beside him. So when we go traveling, I love when it's there because it puts me to sleep. It is the background noise that I need to be able to provide me the comfort level that I need. So it's kind of a nice thing. Like I enjoy having it around. So I'm glad it exists. When he was getting it's the Samsung Gear, right? He was getting his little designer watch thing. I was like, nope, you don't need it. It's a shiny watch. He's like, no, but it can do this and this and this. I'm like, it's still a shiny watch. Like, I was very dead set against it. But he used it. I don't know if he's qualified to get. No, I can't handle the silence at all. No, my anxiety is like, woohoo, it's quiet. Let's see what disturbing thoughts we can give her today. And yeah, the one drawback I think with having a love of science is that you also have a wicked imagination. And despite being on the 7th floor of my building, I am pretty sure there are lots of things that will come get me. Also, having studied a great deal of biology, I know what's in apartment buildings. I know what's in here. I know the flora and fauna. I know and understand what is in a building that was built in the 70s. So, yeah. What I do is I actually listen to, and it's going to be weird, but I actually have science fiction books read to me. There is a podcast that I listen to that is, it's actually LibriVox, it's called. And they, am I not carrying my, oh, because I am in non-drill mode. So I cannot drill until I pick something. Oh, it's late. You should be getting some rest. And then I pass out. Yes, that's the Gear S3. And so it does a lot of stuff for him that is incredibly useful. But I made him justify it. I made him prove to me that buying a phone, a watch, because that thing is expensive, like scary expensive, is actually worth having. And he uses it to the point where I know it's good. So that's good. So, that I'm okay with. And now he went and got, what is that thing called? The Stream Deck? And I was like, no. He went and bought it, and I made him actually send it back. Like, because it was crap. It didn't do all the things that we thought it would do. It had all kinds of problems with it. It was just horrible. And for the price, I was like, no. Like, seriously, no. This thing has no longevity. It's just not worth it. And he sent it back. But they have made significant changes to it. They have improved a lot of its capabilities. And the price came down. And that was my criterias. So I said, yeah. Now, for the watch, I did kind of want something like that as well for myself. What do you do with a colossal balloon? I'm going to take the pillars. You can have the colossal balloon because I can do the pillars really quick. Still a bit pricey. Yeah. It's out of my price range. And I'll admit it, I would like one. And the reason I would like one is I would like to be able to do a lot of the commands that I have to come out of game for and go into Twitch for. I would like to be able to just press a third party, button and make it happen. Because that would make my life a lot easier. I have 87 pillars. Why am I making more? Yeah, you're not helping your cause, Telling me it's still a bit pricey. Well, then we'll send it back until it comes down in price again. It's like, no, it's okay. It's a good price. But yeah, it's something I'm interested in. But, this is a big but, I don't need it. And I know I don't need it. I am inconvenienced by the way I have it set up. but it's not the end of the world. These ones. It's a livable inconvenience. He, on the other hand, likes shiny electronic things. I prefer Alt-Tab. There are ways to set hotkey combinations for OBS, but not really a way to get immediate feedback like the 16 individual screens give. Yes. That I would prefer. I would like to have another monitor before I got that. And I do admit I took a peek at some of the screens and stuff on Black Friday, and I could not justify any of them because I had other things I needed to buy. And I'm glad I didn't, because my printer died. And now I have to get a printer. And when I was chatting with my dad, he was like, he finds that the printers that are more expensive, the ink is cheaper to buy. So I may have to buy a printer that I was not expecting to spend as much on. Like, my printer cost me probably about 50 or 60 bucks when I bought it 10 years ago, which is like nothing for a printer. I mean, I was a student, so I was looking for a student printer, and I got a student all-in-one printer. It was awesome. And I think I got it on like a Boxing Day sale. Boxing Day, by the way, for those who don't know, is the day after Christmas. So I got it on a sale like that, where you have to go out at, 6 in the morning to stand out front for be in line so you can get one of the 12 they have in store. That opens at 8. I remember being out there with those portable heaters that they have, and just trying to stay warm under those, and having Mom in the car while I was out in line, and then she'd come out and check on me every so often. We'd swap back and forth to warm up because it would be just so cold. Ah, the good old days. Nowadays, Boxing Week is Boxing Week instead of Boxing Day. But yeah. And I still haven't forgiven myself enough to earn another monitor. Because my last monitor, which was my newest monitor, I lost because of my own fault. Like, out of stupidity. So when you're irresponsible with your toys, you do not get to have more toys. And I was irresponsible. I used an empty soft cardboard box as the table it sat on, and then put a ceramic jar in front of it, so when it fell over, which you knew it was going to, it landed... Whoops, no, that's the one I want. It landed on the ceramic jar, screen first, and it made a very, very, very pretty design. Apparently I've been kind of over here. So yeah, all the colors bled into it. There was literally no way to fix it. The cost of fixing it would have cost more than buying 3 or 4 new screens. It's just like, yeah, then we're going to pass on that. And I had to pull out my old one. It hurts me to say that, but yep. I had to go get my old one out, and that is the one I'm using. The room I'm in has a television mounted to the wall, so I'm actually using that as my... Can we just get that? Thanks. I'm using that as my second monitor. And then I have my laptop open. Wow. As a third screen if necessary. I have the wiki open on it. But in all honesty, I would really like to have a third monitor like I used to and function that way. Because it is far more difficult to do this.